Hello everyone, my name is Charlie. Do appreciate you joining me today for a weird episode of Peglin. This is Peglin difficulty 17 out of 20. Oh my gosh, is this intense. This is difficult. This is brutal. One of the most difficult things I've done in gaming ever are these highest levels of difficulty here in the game of Peglin. My oh my, it's rough. I do think, thank you for joining me here for a couple minutes. This is a weirder episode. I tend to show the whole game, mostly the whole game. I edit it down a little bit, and I tend to do live commentary. I'm not doing that now because this took me over 25, 30 plus legitimate attempts to complete. So I'm mostly showing you instead the run that I did while I basically did my family's laundry. So in this run, got nothing that I wanted early on, but I just kept on playing, and it goes to show that you really just got to keep on playing because I have restarted runs over and over and over again, looking to get the perfect start, and it always ends up failing. That was a big moment right there, getting the Orblation orb. Ended up doing a ton of damage. And so I just upgraded here. If here in level 1 there's no good shop for me to spend my money on, then I just upgrade as much as I can. Try to get some offense. Try to get some attack. And I'm trying to be greedy here, and I get too greedy, and I go to the left instead of the right. Sad day. This is definitely one of my favorite battles right here. It's a really fun one. In level 1, it's not too difficult. You can earn some good money. This is another one of those times where I don't really like anything I see. Am I going to go to a shop? Probably not. So let's just upgrade. We're about to hit a stretch of about 3 straight relics here on the board. So we're just going to upgrade the sphere to level 3, which is kind of cool. And we actually get really lucky on these question marks. Look at this. We get to force the pebble into the obelisk. That's amazing. These events, I've noticed, are one of the biggest contributing factors to winning runs in these highest difficulty and crucible levels. If you get some bad events early on, then it just tanks you. But if you get some good ones, it can really help you out. Rip Postal Service, pretty solid. Allows us to work towards ball work. Here we go, another relic. Ball list totem? Is that what it's called? Amazing. Allows us to get some max HP at the end of each round. And then here, question mark. What do you know? Another relic. I really like all of these, honestly. These are all pretty solid. But +1 discard. We'll take it. This is another one of my favorite maps. This is a pretty fun one. I choose to buy the max HP upgrade because it gives you a little bit of health as well anyway. And I think it's so worth it because at this point, upgrading your normal health, I only upgrade 13 HP anyway. So I can get 4 HP by increasing the max. Absolutely worth. Go ahead and get that buckle orb as well. Upgrade it so we get some ball work. And here, against the boss, it really wasn't too difficult because we were able to upgrade everything we wanted to here in level 1. Not being much of a challenge. We end up having like full health going into level 2, which is nice. And then this ended up being unbelievably massive. Getting this boss relic, Viridian Ticket, I have never taken it before. I decided to just take it here on a whim. And oh my goodness, this ended up being maybe one of the biggest reasons we won this whole game. Unbelievable. I don't know in a way why it was so good, but it was amazing. It reverses the gravity. It's a ton of fun. I think I decided to go ahead and buy best orb fence here. I do. And then we go to the right. Partly wanted to save my money for the store. And then here we get the chance to get the special relic that cuts our max HP in half, but we suck up the enemy's HP. I decided not to do it. Too risky. Now we do start losing some health here in these battles. These enemies start doing damage. We just lost like 30 there, so we're at 61. I'm just trying to make my way through, try to get to the stores, try to get a couple relics here, if they're good. Luckily, I think they're pretty good. What I was offered, at least. Now we have nothing towards Must Circle yet, so I avoided that. Super Boots I love. Cookie is always good. Just gives us more health, more defense. Another relic, Betsy's Hedge, sure. By the way, if you were able to, if you made it this far, really do appreciate you watching. If you're able to subscribe, that'd really mean a lot. I'm on my way to 100 subscribers. That is my big goal. And people have been liking the Peglin videos. And not a lot of people will just make videos about high-level runs, so I get it. They're also tough. They're also really difficult, so I get it. I continued to just max my HP, upgrade my good orbs. We get one of the best events here, the Haglin. Remove an orb. Sure. We lost a lot of health in this battle. They really got to us. I was starting to feel a little scared here, but I was just basically hoping that we could turn the corner defensively and really get things to really start piling up for us. But I knew we had another elite fight before the worst boss in this game, the Wizard, coming up. So really tough sledding ahead. Increase the max HP, upgrade the best orb defense, see what this relic is, just hope you get something decent. What do you know? Round Guard, one of the best orbs I want for me in these high levels. With Round Guard, you are immune to damage while reloading completely, which is just so valuable. So valuable. So here we go. After this elite fight, increase the max HP. We get Ring of Pain. Super Boots. Really fun addition. We're still losing some health, though, each of these battles. Down to like 39 now, right before the boss. This is a point, though. This boss is so brutal, I just have to increase my HP as much as I can. Up to 59. But luckily, our offense is so good. I'll show you here what the Orblation does first shot. Just to start giving you a reference as to what this build is really doing. Ton of damage is what it's doing. And it just doesn't end. That Viridian Ticket allows you to just keep things going over and over. And if you get a refresh or two along the way, then man, it just keeps piling up. Fun times. Look at this. Over 2,000 here on this first shot. Easily. So there you go. This is how I got past that boss, basically, was due to these high damage shots. Best orb fence right here, just clearing it off. And that was the easiest time I've ever had taking down that boss. It is my least favorite boss in the game. It is so difficult. And yet this was light work. That's how strong this build was. I decided to go for gold. And I think it was a good addition as a boss relic. Having boss relics that actually help you out is so strong. Because sometimes they do nothing for you and it's kind of disappointing. So this is just an example of what it takes to actually beat these high levels. I'm at 17 of 20, the highest I've ever done. And it basically requires absolutely everything to go your way and then some. So here we go in level 3. I'm not getting any orbs I really like. Just trying to save for the store coming up. Hoping to make a big addition here. Luckily, I didn't lose too much health in the first few battles. And then here, what do I really see that catches my eye the most? Well done steak, defense, an apple a day, defense. And we can remove an orb. We're going to do it. Now reloading isn't all that bad because we're healing and we are immune to damage. Uh-oh. Boss coming out of nowhere here. Luckily, not too much of an issue. We still have over 90 health. Increase that max HP. And at this point, I think I decided to go ahead and upgrade the Pebble. Because right now it does 0-0. With an upgrade, it does 1-2. So that's a big deal. And we get Overwhammer, which is just massive. Another one of the best relics to get. This is when I started to feel like it was a potential win on my hands, when it could actually happen. And here we go, another great event where we can remove the Pebble. Keep shortening that deck. This battle, again, not too much of an issue. We still have over 90 health left over. I'm feeling all right. Just increase the max HP. Upgrade that Pebble. Since we're going to go and keep it in our inventory, go ahead and make it level 3. And we already have a lot of good relics, but we still have another one on the way. The training here, this allows us to get some must circle now every time we get ball work. And unfortunately, my recording kind of messed up here, but we got that dumbbell, which means that every time we reload, it will give us must circle. So now all of a sudden, our reloading is cracked, basically, because we gain must circle, we are immune to damage, plus we are healing, and we have a pretty small deck. We have 2 discards as well. This is when I felt like, okay, I've got a great chance. We're also gaining a lot of ball work, which gives us more must circle. We had the Overwhammer to help with projectile damage. We had about like 90 health or so coming into the final boss, the QR code boss. Orblation does a ton of damage, even a little bit to us, unfortunately. But we have ball work to protect us a little bit, you know, from the enemies to sort of mask that. So here we go. Here's the final boss. I'm just showing it to you in full. Show you what this build was really doing at the very end here. I've been showing you all the ingredients now. Here's the full recipe coming together out of the oven, so to speak. I am not the analogy guy. I mean, that's a pretty satisfying shot there. Just a base Pebble, level 3, over 3,500 damage. That's so good. And I don't even have any, like, refreshing stuff to help me out. We're just dealing with 1 refresh on the board. But it's the reversed gravity, which allowed us to keep hitting that refresh over and over. Just a killer shot now. Even hitting the crit here, which was kind of disappointing, still led to an amazing shot. Didn't even care. At this point, having no ball work was kind of freaking me out a little bit. But we didn't get as much there as I was hoping, and it ended up not really being worth. Got a little scared right about here. Because now we're not going to be immune for quite a while. We need to do a lot of damage and fast. That was not a good shot. Sweat dripping down the back. Overwhammer could help us out here. Hitting the crit could be pretty rough. Beautiful. Look at this. Right at the point where they're starting to do about 10 damage per shot. And we have Little health left, no defense left. All it takes is one more shot, and we got it. And that is going to do it. That is level 17 Crucible completed. Oh man, join me for more. Subscribe if you want more Peglin action. I will be trying my best to complete level 18, 19, and 20, but it's going to take a while. This one took me over 25 attempts. It's really, really difficult. But here with the Baladin character, I'm doing my best. Here are all the relics and everything that I used, the whole run info. It says it took over 2 hours, in part because I was, like I said, doing this while I was doing laundry. So I was just sitting there for a while. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. My name is Charlie. Really do appreciate you watching. Subscribe for more. I have a Peglin playlist in the description if you want to watch some more. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.